Hey everyone, welcome back to upShifting with David Barron. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm out at Crowder's Mountain. I found a nice quiet spot to just sit back and relax. In my last video, I was discussing with you three aspects of how I lost my weight. 2 years ago, I lost 80 pounds. And when everyone asked me how I did that, I gave the same response to everyone. It was my mindset, number one, which is the foundation of the next two. Number two being mindful eating, and then being active. And so I thought I would discuss with you today about mindset. So looking back of who I was 2 years ago, I did not have a very positive mindset about myself, about my goals, what I was able to accomplish. I had tried many times in the past to lose my weight, and I would get started and just fail. And so that's started a story in my head. And why lose weight? Why even try? Like, I'm just going to fail. It's not going to work, and it's just going to be the same results each time. And I'll never get there. I have too much weight. This is just too much weight for me to lose. Like, I can't possibly lose this. It's hopeless. Or I'll just start the diet tomorrow, or I'll just start working out tomorrow. And I had this very limited, fixed mindset. And what I discovered was I had to upshift from a fixed mindset to a more positive growth mindset, where I could understand that I am able to improve myself. I am able to slowly and surely change my weight, and there were options to do that. There were options that I couldn't see, and I had to open myself up and change my mindset. And I would look at myself in the mirror and say, how can I possibly lose all this? It's just too much. And that can be overwhelming. Like, that can be very, very overwhelming and be very, very discouraging. I know, I've been there. And it can be shameful, it can be embarrassing. But I'd like to talk to you about how we can start to change that. And the first thing I had to think about was, what was my intention? Who was I doing this for? Why was this important? And in the past, what I discovered was the reason I was failing in the past was I was doing it for the wrong reasons. I was trying to lose weight for other people, whether it was my relationship, it was for my family, or it was for my friends. I was seeking my self-worth through them. And whenever I got frustrated, I would give up. So I had to change that. I had to decide that I'm going to lose weight for myself and no one else. I'm going to start to find my self-worth in myself. I'm going to see my accomplishments in myself, and my friends and family, my relationship are not, it's great that they're going to be there to support me, but the accomplishments and what I feel is with me. And the reason I'm losing this weight is because of me. And another aspect that I had to start looking at was, what was my relationship with my body? What has been the story that I've been telling myself from the day I was born until I'm taking it into my adulthood? What did people say about me? Back in high school, when I ran track and cross country, I was 150 pounds soaking wet. Was very tall, very skinny. And people made fun of my body image even then. I was too underweight. I was too skinny. And as I moved on, I started to play roller hockey. My body changed, and I started getting muscle. And then life just happened. And 10, 15 years, I'm overweight. Even during that time, people were treating me differently. And They were speaking to me differently. They were leaving me out of certain activities because, David's overweight. He can't keep up with us, or he can't do this. And so it was starting to affect a lot of aspects of my life. And those things that had been said to me, affected me. They affected how I saw my body, and in a negative way. And so I needed to sit down and think about what that story is. What do I say about my body? What are the negative things that I say about my body? And I had to change my thought and my mindset from a negative view to a positive view of how I viewed my body. And instead of looking in the mirror and saying, I'm just too big, there's no way, I'm ugly. I think that was a big one, that I'm just ugly. I had to change that, and I had to love my body just the way it was. And that's going to be very, very difficult, is taking all the stories that you've heard about your body since you were a kid and put them away. Don't try to forget them. Just know that they're there, and just let them sit off to the side, and then come back to your body, and in the present moment view yourself with love and compassion. View your body with love and compassion. Your body has always been there for you, and it will always be there with you. And it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge to look at yourself in the mirror and see yourself differently. See yourself with love and compassion, and for the way you've treated yourself and for the way people have treated you. So I would challenge you to, one, ask yourself this first question: what is your intention of losing your weight? The second question being, what is your relationship and your story to your body? I would encourage you to maybe sit down and write out the story of your body. What is your relationship to your body? And start to look at that story and start to think about what that story means to you, and start to understand that those are just all ideas with no truth behind them. And those are ideas that you can start to change. So start to think about how you can change your story. So if you, on one sheet of paper, you started writing out what your current story is, think about that. And on another sheet of paper, write out the new story. Write out the story that you want it to be in the present moment and in the future. And this can start to be a way to envision yourself, envision short-term and long-term goals, and start to manifest those things for yourself. So those are the two things I wanted to talk to you today about mindset. What are your intentions, and what is your relationship and story with your body? And if you like, leave your thoughts in the comments below about what your intentions are, and what do you believe your current story is, and or leave what your new story is. And so I'd like to thank all of you for joining me today. If you liked this video, if it inspired you, if it made you give some thought to some new things, please hit that like button. That way other people can find this video and hopefully inspire them as well. So I will see all of you at the next video. Take care. Bye.